Early.
Even though I say you have like kids back then that you knew were gay, I still don't think it's still not appropriate at that age. I think like
not appropriate to be gay or not appropriate.
No, not to change your gender. You can be gay. I mean,
yeah.
Well, even that sense, like to be gay, does that mean like having sex with another man that makes you gay, or is it a lifestyle that makes you? You know what I mean?
No, having sex with another man makes
right. So right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like at that age, he shouldn't be trying to have sex at all.
I get
so,
that.
But are you really gay if you're not having
sex? I don't think it's about
sex?
the sex. I think it's about the attraction. I'm attracted to somebody of the same sex as me.
But we haven't even heard him say that part just
Who's
yet.
him?
Right.
No.
Zaya,
I'm answering. No, I'm not talking about him. I'm not talking about him. I'm answering his question. Like, what makes you gay? Is it sex or is it lifestyle? I'm answering the question and
it's
saying
the attraction.
It's the attraction.
So you think he's attracted to men, and that's why he's saying this now? I don't.
Well, let's not say men.
Yeah,
He's still a boy,
whatever,
or a girl, or whatever.
I don't think that he's attracted to anything just yet. She's attracted to anything just yet. Right. I think it's just more or less that she feels like a female inside, regardless of the penis between her legs.
Right. Okay. But now we're talking about a whole bunch of separate things. If we just if the issue that we were just talking about is what's making someone gay.
Oh, that's different. Yeah, that's something different.
So is it a lifestyle or is it sexual? So I'm saying for Zaya, for anybody, whomever, is your attraction to someone of the same sex as you.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, we all agree with that.
So then now if we're going to talk about Zaya, you're saying you don't think she's attracted to male, female, or whatever, but why? At 12 years old, you didn't know you like girls?
No, I think he's saying, like, not to cut you off, like, we're just talking about Zaya's identity. What does she identify as?
So attraction has nothing to necessarily
sexuality.
Right.
We ain't talking about what you're sexually attracted. She could be still attracted to women.
Right. She wakes up and feels like a woman.
You know? Yeah, we're just talking about what she identifies as. Mm-hmm. That's what her whole spiel is about. But I'm with it. 12 years old, if I had a kid.
Shut up.
Yeah, chill
out. All right.
You're not going to speak on an existence.
I'm saying no.
No, speak on it.
I don't have nothing to say.
It's not something you wish, but something you can probably accept.
So for me, personally, I think that for anybody, it's difficult to say that I believe that I am of a different gender than I was assigned to be. Because you could only identify with what you see in another gender. So for example, what is it to be a woman? Like if you ask yourself that question, what is it to be a woman?
Me ask myself.
Yes, if everybody asks themselves that question, what is it to be a woman? What is it to be a man? You're likely going to answer that question with all the arbitrary things that we've assigned to men and women. Gender roles. So if you take those things away, what then is a man or a woman? Because if you've lived your life as a man, because all of us are 30 plus, we can't say we know what it is to be a woman.
Not at all.
Like you can't say that. So to be 12 years old and to say, I think I'm a girl or I should be a girl, what he's saying is for the 12 years of me being alive, I've seen what we have assigned to girls and I prefer that. Therefore, I identify that I should be that because I prefer those things.
Yeah, sure.
Because you don't know what it is to be me. I don't know what it is to be you.
But
so you're kind of saying that he's too young to make this decision?
No,
that's what it sounds like.
Right.
So for me, it's two part. One, anyone, period, of their age, to say that you feel like you're different from another gender is to say that I prefer the things that we have arbitrarily assigned to a particular gender. Now, for him in particular, he's only been alive 12 years. So you've only seen very, very little things. She's only been alive for 12 years. So you've only seen very, very little of what it really means to be a girl. So if my child at 12 said, I want to be the opposite thing, I would tell them,
wait till you get that dick and come back over here.
God damn.
That was funny.
He gonna come back.
But I would articulate something more along the lines of live more. See what it really is to be whatever it is that you were originally assigned, and see what it is for that other gender to what they really are. Live more, because at 12 years old, you've not seen or known enough to really say, I am in fact.
I'm with you.
Which is still what Boosie said then.
No. See, so my problem with Boosie is he's talking about cutting your dick off. Now that's totally different. If that's what he really believes, that's strong. Now I don't know if Boosie really believed that, or if it was like Tony said, he was just speaking figuratively. You see what I'm saying?
It sounded like he was speaking literally for me.
The way he was emphasizing it, I was like,
too.
oh man, it sounded like he's like
Like
"Dawg,
he
don't cut his
believed
dick
he was gonna
off."
cut it off.
But that's how like hood niggas talk though, like because anything close to like gayness is taboo. So you just try to take something absurd and say it, and just try to like move away from it.
Dog, you know
That's crazy.
This is fun. Like speaking of gayness, this happened to me last week.
Gay.
No, not gay. No, but
It's okay.
but shout out to gay people if you are or anybody is. I was out with you talking about like gayness, right? Like I was out with my wife or whatever, and then we just waiting to get a table to eat. So I'm just on my phone, whatever, and then this guy comes up to her, and he's like, oh, who you here with, whatever. I hear who you here with, so I look like, oh, who's this man talking to my wife? But it was a gay guy, so I was all right, let me go back to my phone. She was, oh, I'm with him right there, and he was like, oh, him? Wow, he's gorgeous.
Oh,
and I was like,
my dog.
wait, who?
Snatch
Wait, what?
him, dog.
You got your number?
I was like, so I was like, oh, thanks, appreciate it, thank you, sir. I have a good one. He was like, oh, you guys have a good night. So from right then and there, I was like,
Flattered.
So you're having a threesome?
first of all, I am gorgeous. I won't even like, I can't even put it on you. But what would y'all do in that situation if a gay male?
Bruh, it happened to me, man. It happened to me in Wilton Manors.
What the fuck is going
That's
on?
because y'all be twisting when y'all walk.
Nah,
What?
don't try me, bro. That's not me. You said that.
Oh.
Have a sign y'all had
Shout
on
out
y'all
to you,
back.
bro.
Nah,
I mean,
If that's what you do,
Fuck that.
Nah, you tripping.
that's what
That's
you
on
said.
Like, I mean mug the fuck out of here.
Oh, why?
purposely.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You okay with what?
Me mugging them.
Why?
You're homophobic?
No, that doesn't mean I'm homophobe. That just means I don't.
Super.
No.
That's exactly
A
what
gay
that
man
was.
can approach you.
He can. Nah.
He can't
That's
compliment
tough.
you. Can he
He
compliment
can't tell you
Not
you're
approach you.
handsome.
I don't want another man looking at me like that.
Tony
And
B his one and
okay.
only.
What?
Tony B his one and only.
That's where that
He
name came
No,
from.
I'm
Tony,
okay.
the one and only.
I'm okay with a man not looking at me like that. I'm good.
But what will happen if he does?
If he does.
In the
Hasn't
event that
happened.
he does, if he says, "Hey, you're
You want me to
handsome."
whoop his ass? Nah, but I
No,
mean,
we were asking
like,
you.
We ask you.
What can I do? I can say thank you and that's
Keep it moving.
And keep it
I
moving.
think that's all you really
all,
can
but
do.
do I prefer it? Hell no. You seem
not
like you
saying-
enjoyed it.
No,
Nah, thank you, sir.
Oh wait,
please.
first anybody.
I think he
my
was
thighs?
flattered.
What
Nigga
about my
call me
thighs?
gorgeous. Gorgeous is different.
That shit is the.
He said gorgeous.
I don't think
So
your
that's
wife is gonna call
crazy.
you gorgeous.
See, my Naja says I'm a 6
I don't
every
think-
night. I'm a 6 out of 10. So I'm used to that. I know how regular I am. But somebody to call me gorgeous,
A man
That's
calling you gorgeous.
that's art. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no lie.
that's art. That's
Hey.
I'll take it.
You guys okay with that?
I would be okay
To
with
be
that.
called
all day.
Yeah, I would be okay with that. I'm comfortable in my skin. That's just all it
This
boils
is
down
a
to.
feminine term, like gorgeous. Like what?
Bruh.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I don't,
Yeah.
even,
Hey,
I
I'll
don't
take
even
it.
know how else to explain it.
That's like art.
Yeah,
what
like
I'm
so
saying?
the story I was going to tell, we was in Wilton Manors at a bar. It was a bunch of my old coworkers, and I went to the bathroom. When I come back, I'm helping my then supervisor take shots to the table. So at the bar, the bartender was like, "Ooh, he's sexy,"
He was looking at your ass, bro.
and I'm like, I looked at him and I just was like,
Yeah.
thank you," and I took the thing full of shots and went back to the table.
Did you see how he just said,
Like,
"Thank you"?
I just looked at him like,
Emphatically.
"Thank you." What
Thank
am I supposed
you.
to say? What am I supposed to say?
All right, bro. Appreciate it. Give me
I
more.
said thank you. I was like, oh, all right,
You ain't
let me
just
get
see
these
your face
shots.
when you said that.
I don't care. It's
I
not gonna
know.
change nothing. I took them shots. Matter of fact, it was 50-cent shots.
I
So
bet
if a
it
gay
was
man buys you a
quarter.
drink, are you drinking it?
Yes,
Hold the fuck on.
I'm drinking it, bruh. That's real. What you mean?
It's a free drink, nigga. Nah, bro, you
Nah.
tripping.
That's exactly what it is. I'm taking it,
Because he going to expect to poke you in the ass.
bruh. He can expect what he want to expect. I don't care.
Like,
you know that
oh, hell
that,
no.
that GIF with, or GIF whatever with what's Buddy name? Where he like congrats or whatever.
No, it's
What's his
not like
name?
that.
Leonardo
yeah,
DiCaprio.
yeah.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
there
that's
you
what
go.
you picture in your head.
I'll take that.
You think he's just gonna send you a drink from across the bar and you just
He going
Bruh,
to
raise
get
up,
you
I'm gonna
drunk.
take
raise up your
He
glass?
going
gonna
to
get
keep
me
sending you drinks all night.
He's not.
But
gonna
you
get
gotta
drunk.
remember, he's a dude. So the same way you send women drinks with your own intentions, he's doing the same to you. So I
And
mean,
you're
like,
accepting that.
if you were to bend over in front of him, he would look.
He's probably
He's
going to
still a
grab your
man.
ass.
Look me in my eyes.
No, he's still a man.
Look me in my eyes.
He's still a
right
man, bro.
now. Look me in my eyes right now.
He's like,
I'm gonna take that drink, bro.
There's no way in hell.
I'm
Mike,
not-
you taking a drink?
If somebody buy me a
A
drink,
gay man buys you a drink.
I'm taking
like if
it.
I'm at the bar, he like, hey baby, what
And
you
he
want?
knows you're.
Yeah.
First of all, bro, no disrespect, don't call me baby. 'Cause
If he
that's-
sends you a drink through the waitress, through the,
You
through the
added to
bartender,
that.
whoever.
if he
but
send
it's
me
true.
a drink,
No, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
How that's it's rude to decline it.
No,
the fuck?
But accepting the drink is like, hey,
it's gay to drink it.
How's it gay to drink it?
Well,
That's funny. This guy here,
that's funny.
The way you put your
First, you went on him about being homophobic. Now you jumping on us for being homophobic.
So y'all never like bought a round of drinks for women just to like, oh, here y'all go, have a good time, and didn't
for women.
No, what I'm saying is like you never like sends a girl a drink. Well, all right, you take that. It's your birthday, you're home. Y'all take that, and I'm just be over here. And they took it.
Yeah,
but you're saying she's not interested.
She's not interested, right? And you not even probably interested, maybe.
So you're the woman in this case, and he sent you a drink.
He sent me a drink,
and you take it, or you gonna
see what y'all doing right now? This is what I was talking about earlier. That's the arbitrary roles right there.
Right.
Like, why does that have to be for a woman?
No, it's not necessary for a woman, but I'm just making him think like.
No, you said you called him the woman, but I'm saying that's arbitrary. It doesn't have to be that way.
In the scenario, not necessarily.
I get it.
But you're saying in general, yeah, like men buy women drinks.
I mean, a woman can buy me a drink and it's fine. I'll drink it.
Yeah, I drink that.
But if the same sex guy, that means he's interested in me. And if I take that, I'm accepting that. Like, exactly.
Or you should walk up to him like, "Hey, man, I appreciate it. I'm not interested. You know, would you mind if I can?"
No, we're not even having a conversation.
Drinking the drink.
I'm just going to send it back and say, "No,
that's
I'm
what
good."
I'm gonna say.
Now you're having a conversation.
Yo, I thank you for this drink. I'm not gay,
Yeah.
but I'm still going to drink this.
Now, what if he wanted shit back?
Then take the shit back.
I think, like you said, like,
then take
hey,
it
man,
back.
no, thank you. You know, I
We
appreciate
still
it.
grown. I'm not finna not. If he want it back, then give it back. I'm not finna start a fight because he asked for his drink back.
I think for a couple of drinks, Kenneth, you'll toot that shit. It just sounds like it.
So that's crazy because he can't. A gay person can't compliment him. He's homophobic, but I can't take a free drink and tell him I'm not gay.
That's true. That's a good point.
Damn, Mike, you homophobic.
So now you're the homophobic. You see how he flips.
I'm not.
The table has turned.
Listen, I'm not homophobic at all.
So he can call you pretty, but he can't buy you a drink.
He can't call me pretty.
Oh, he can call you handsome.
What do you like then? What do you like?
Yeah, exactly. What you want a gay man to call you?
Nothing from a gay man. Period.
Gorgeous,
sir.
He just wants you. You just want to.
Sir, that's it. I'm good with sir.
I would take
sir.
Because to me, like even with like back to Dwayne Wade, it's like a lot of people probably think like because the way people think he's gay or low key or whatever, the way he was dressing and stuff.
At one point in time,
yeah, he was.
So that they think that influenced.
That's where it started.
That influenced his child's daughter's expression, but I don't think so.
But
like
dressing gay.
So do you feel like you were born with that trait? I mean,
yeah, and that's where like I would disagree with what he was saying before about the roles. I feel like she was probably been like, you know what, since I'm 3, like I know something not right. Like I can't pinpoint
at 3,
it.
No,
I don't know what age.
You still discovering your balls.
So to what I was saying earlier, at whatever age that you recognize that there's a difference between mommy and daddy, you can say that I feel more like mommy and be a boy.
No, but I'm not saying this. It don't have nothing to do with anybody else. I believe that Zaya internally
felt different.
Felt just like this body is not meant for me.
Nah, see there's no proof of that.
Yeah,
there's nothing.
You're right. Because I have no idea.
I just think he had feminine tendencies. Maybe he.
Who D-Wade? Or Zaya.
And I think that also he probably just felt more comfortable with the feminine gender. I can't say that I think that naturally he just didn't feel like he's a man. I just feel like he probably maybe, what's the word I'm looking for?
I mean, the opportunities for him to express himself as a gay, not gay, but a female is there for him. You know, Dwayne Wade, Gabrielle is just more open to the fact in the black community where we grew up. That shit,
and they rich.
So
they not like a regular. He's not a regular 12-year-old. He's richer than everyone here.
Dwayne Wade said, I called the cast of Pose to get more understanding.
Which is good.
Which is crazy because just the ability to even have that
shows
you how rich he is and how
that access. That is crazy.
Most famous TV transgender show that's out. You just call him like, yo, how should I? He even said like, I'm learning from Zaya. Like, she's our leader. So
that's wild at 12 years. That's a lot of pressure at 12 years old.
Pressure on who?
On him or her.
On Zaya?
Yeah. I mean, when you say that, he's the leader, of this movement, man, that's a lot as a child to take on.
See, I don't think it's pressure on her to say that I want to live my life this way.
But using the platform that they're using, I think it is.
Yeah, for sure. She become a target immediately.
No, for sure.
Yeah. No, that's different. Yeah. Now, being a target is different, but
that's still pressure.
But the statement of we're taking Zaya's lead, I don't think there's any pressure.
Oh, on D Wade. Oh, okay. I think we're talking about two different things. No. But I think that speaks to like their parenting style, the way they like we're very
more open,
millennial, whatever you want to be. And I ain't come up like that. Like
hell no.
Because in the sense,
I get.
Not even I couldn't even ask like, could we have something besides rice for dinner? You know what I mean? And this is what we have.
And I think that's a lot of people who have a problem with it. They have that same problem right there. Right. It's like that decision. Like I feed you something, and you don't have a choice on what I feed you. Now you want to say I want to change my name and be something that we told you weren't. Like those things seem to be like, wow, that's crazy. Like now you have this higher level of authority that you never had before. And I think that's a lot of people's problem on it. Hey, not necessarily mine.
The world is changing. That's how it goes. Don't cut his dick
But
off.
is it changing for the better?
That's a good question. Is it changing for the better?
I mean, you got to look at it like this. I mean, I remember I saw somebody, one of my homegirls actually put this on Instagram today. She was like, if all the men are going gay and turning transgender, like, what the hell happens to us, the women who prefer heterosexual?
What? I mean, all the men
fall in line.
But I get it though.
Women are getting married in Atlanta, so there's enough men out there.
There's
for
plenty men.
Like, if you can't find a man, that is not the reason why you cannot find a man.
Exactly.
And the man you find gonna cheat on you anyway. So don't worry. Don't worry.
Let's just keeping it real. I agree.
What?
No, don't agree with that.
That was a joke.
I was kidding.
I agree.
I'm just kidding.
So, Michael, about cheating.
Nah.
What you mean, nah? Nah, ain't no nah.
I'm single, man.
So men don't cheat? Oh.
Shit. Are we going down that route right now?
That's on you.
Yeah, man. Hey,
I think 9 out of 10 men cheat.
Ooh.
If I'm being honest.
Go ahead. Speak on it.
I mean,
define cheating first. What's cheating to you?
Seeking anything that you wouldn't do in front of your partner, to me, is cheating. Whether it's having a conversation with the opposite sex, whether it's going out on dates, sexual. I mean, anything that I can't do in front of my girlfriend, my wife, whomever, or my significant other, is cheating. If I can't do it in front of her, it's cheating. That's just how I see it.
Okay.
What's your definition?
The married folk don't want to touch.
I agree with you. It's like, yes, anything you can't do in front of your significant other, because at that point they probably have access to all your things. If you got to come up with new ways to, then you cheating, dog. Like, don't even forget about it. Like, but then I just think it's like some things is like you can't do for your wife, can't do for you, or you can't do for your wife. So how does that come into play? Like, say she got a coworker at work and they just read, they both of them, when it comes to Daniel Steele books, they read that shit. You don't read it all. And they go on.
But she could do that without
hiding it.
Exactly.
Yeah, she better watch the fucking movie.
No. She can do it in
she can still do it, but not hide it from
you. Can have acknowledgement of what she's doing.
So if you knew that you and your wife and her coworker were just going to Starbucks every Friday, you cool with that?
Her male coworker.
Her male coworker.
That'd be my own insecurities, then, if she's telling me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? That's something I have to deal with that.
Okay, so they're spending hours upon hours. Let's just say 4 or 5 hours on average every Friday. Pretty much it's a date night. Are you okay with that?
I have a problem with that.
I mean, it's not realistic for her to be spending that much time with another man. You know what I mean? Even you say every Friday night.
Shit, you do it at work.
That's work. You're there for work. You're not there to purposely spend time with this man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's a little different.
They probably go to lunch together every day.
Yeah. While you at lunch at 1, she at lunch at 2 with buddy.
Now, if she's doing that and you don't know, that's cheating. At least to Mike's definition of cheating.
Because then it's like a coworker buddy. Is that cheating? No, it's just
like a work husband.
But they got work husbands, and eventually that shit could turn physical.
It's a level of respect too. If you respect your man, that coworker husband shit, that shit don't happen. That's trash.
Shit, me. I know.
Well, if it does, then you don't really respect. Right, you don't really respect your guy.
Yeah, you don't
respect your guy. You have a work husband. Work what?
Yeah, I don't even like the term.
It's crazy because with one of my former coworkers, his wife was pressing him about going on a lunch date with one of her old college friends. And he was like, yo, we've been out of college for 15 years, and this dude is trying to go to lunch with you because he's in town. It's like he's just trying to holler at you. And she did not respect that at all. Went on the thing, and lo and behold, what did he do? Try to holler at her.
Of course.
And did she come back and tell him?
How he found out is because she eventually cheated.
How he found out.
She eventually cheated.
Yeah, I don't even
so
know
then friends of the opposite sex shouldn't happen? Should happen?
No, they happen. They have to.
It happens,
like,
but it got to be boundaries.
Yeah,
it got to
okay.
be
gotta
some
be
respect.
boundaries. Yeah,
it got to be boundaries. Because at the end of the day, you're a man, you're a woman. It's natural to have attraction to the opposite sex. Now, it's not, not to say that
if you're married,
same sex.
What?
So after being married, you think it's okay for someone to be still attracted to someone else of the opposite?
No, I didn't say that. I said it's natural.
That's what it sounded like.
It's natural. It's natural to be attracted to somebody else. Like, you're not gonna be married and then say that Beyonce is all of a sudden unattractive.
Well, yeah, but you're talking about now people who you're hanging out with, friends, people who you actually have contact with on a regular basis.
You're gonna find people that are.
Yeah, you're missing what I'm saying. You're missing what I'm saying.
Go ahead and say it.
What I'm saying is you have to have boundaries because it is natural to be attracted. So the further you allow yourself to go, you could put yourself down a crazy rabbit hole. So that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna have
boundaries,
that's why you need boundaries, because you're gonna put yourself down in a rabbit hole without boundaries.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because I have female friends that it's not even like we tried and failed. We just not attracted to each other at all. So that's a boundary right there. It's like, I don't like you in that way, and you've never liked me in that way. So that's an automatic boundary. So if I hang out with them, it's not even like, I'm going out with what's her name. All right, cool. Because they know it's not. If I couldn't even imagine any of my female friends putting a move like, hey, bro, that line wouldn't even work on me in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get me.
And then imagine this: you are hanging out with your female friend, and then y'all are drinking, y'all are getting drunk, and then she got something that looked good on her.
No, she doesn't.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you in particular, but I'm talking about a general dude and a general woman. That's why you have to have that boundary. It's like, man, yeah, you could be my friend, but at the end of the day, let's not put ourselves in a situation where we're going to make a mistake.
It's all about respect, man. If you feel like you have a problem with having female or male friends, just don't even have them then. If you feel like you have an ability to cross that line, just govern yourself accordingly.
I completely agree with that.
So would you say it's okay for a male or a female to tell their spouse that I don't want you to be friends with this individual?
Yeah, if that's how you feel.
You have a right to say how you feel.
Yeah.
Now, it's up to your spouse to respect you or to weigh out the options and see what's best for the situation. Because you can't make somebody not go out, but if they respect you enough, they won't go.
Agreed.
Because your marriage is more important than a fucking friendship. So fuck that hoe. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really?
Yeah, I don't think you have. I don't even think you have the right to say, I don't want you to be friends with this person.
At all, you shouldn't even say it.
I don't think you have because that's not like constructive. Because how am I supposed to take that? All right, that means I can't be friends with this person. Period. As soon as you say that, I can't be friends with this person.
Well, I think that should come with a discussion.
Right.
Like no, but what I'm saying is like that statement in itself ends discussion.
What for you?
I see what you're saying. It's like
because it's you
totalitarian.
There's no rebuttal.
Pretty much, there's no rebuttal to it. So it's like you got to be like, look, the reason why I'm uncomfortable with this person is maybe I don't trust them. I don't trust him. Make me trust him.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
So it's your insecurities that's stopping me from having a friendship.
You gotta say that. You can't hang out with that nigga. All right, then, I guess. And then you can't hang with, and then she's going to be like, you know what, you can't even hang out with friends.
That was
you can't hang out with the boys no more.
Yeah, no more strip clubs.
Yeah, exactly.
That was our resentment. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, dog.
Nah, that's good. Yeah, the framing of how you bring something up, that definitely matters.
Just be respectful. Just be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, talking about we finna have drinks with such and such and just going to be y'all two. No. I'm saying no at that point. What? He should have said
it would have to be a group, is what you're saying.
Yo, well, going back to my old coworker, bruh, that's just I don't know, bro. That was crazy. Like the way she like completely and utterly was insisted on, I am going to this thing. Oh, that's a red flag.
She
for
belonged
me
to
right
the
there.
streets.
Yeah.
She belonged to, so it would even if your wife.
I'm good, love, enjoy.
Yeah, she belonged to everybody else, man. There's nothing. It was gonna happen eventually. So,
damn, that's
she's trash.
So did they break up or?
No, they didn't break up, man. They tried to work it out, bro.
No, that's your wife.
That's whack.
That's your wife, dog.
They were married. They got 3 kids with each other.
I don't give a fuck.
No, you give.
She cheated.
I mean, you say that now, man. It's not that easy.
Yeah, it's not that easy, dog.
I imagine
having exes. Imagine having an ex-girlfriend or ex-wife at 45. You out.
Yeah.
You finish,
bro. So you said earlier, you think 9 out of 10 men cheat. Why you think 9 out of 10 men cheat?
If I'm being honest, I just know a lot of the people who
niggas.
Yeah, I mean, whether married or not, I mean, in a relationship or not.
So you would use that same number even towards married men. That men in general, 9 out of 10.
Yeah, that includes married men as well.
No, I mean, it don't include me in Jesus' name. They don't include me. Fuck that.
If I'm being honest, I have a lot of, I can't even be
friends. Yeah, you said it, friends.
I just know a lot of people who are married. I got associates who are married, and their wives will swear that these guys are faithful, and I just know otherwise.
Even in the Nigerian community?
Well, I can't speak for them. It's everybody else. It's my homeboys.
The niggas I hang around.
Nigerian men don't cheat.
That's true. That's very true.
I've never seen it happen.
That's crazy. I saw a thread that said that black men cheat more than white men.
Bullshit.
Who did the survey?
Who was a Facebook thread?
Me. I am the one.
Oh, it's Facebook. Oh, there you
go. So my question is, do you think, because you said 9 out of 10 men, are you including white men in that?
Yeah, they men.
Of course, a man. Period.
So you have a whole bunch of white friends that cheat?
I got a lot of white friends too, and they cheat as well. I don't think it's specific to an ethnicity or a nationality.
I think white men cheat more of that.
Why you say that?
I would say white men do have more money, and money does play a role in cheating too. The more affluent you are, the more money, the more rich you are, the more access you have to more women.
I think Chris Rock said something like that.
Yeah, man, them motherfuckers be cheating. They have fucking separate houses to cheat. Like,
yeah,
that shit's crazy.
And I think a lot of it has to do with your occupation as well. Like,
the more women you come in contact with,
construction
work ain't gonna cheat like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
A cop, correction officer, personal trainer.
Yeah,
them niggas,
personal
man.
trainer. My wife would never.
She can have a personal trainer?
Hell no.
Man, I'm good though. I would be your personal trainer. A male personal trainer?
Yeah, no.
Their job is to see you at your most vulnerable state and to capitalize on it.
Yeah. Like, their job is like, I'm calling you fat, and they're not calling you fat.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, I should.
Say that again?
Right? No.
I don't think you said that.
Like,
you
ask me at home, do I look fat? I'm like, oh, no, I'm lying. But then when they get there, like, but I'm going to work on that. Like, I know they got flub, so they working on you. Me, I'm just feeding you. And feeding you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, they're helping you.
Right, they helping you. Right. So I'm just.
So therefore, they're more likely to cheat with that person?
For sure. Like, they're that ideal man. Like, you got muscles and maybe,
And he's already
encouraging you
at your most vulnerable state.
Right.
So
he's giving you support, everything you're looking for.
As soon as he starts hitting on you, guess what?
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, one more. Yeah. Fuck that. No.
Then it's like, man, I believe in you.
Right.
I can see you in that Beyonce,
how about we
silhouette.
Let's do a session at my house.
Yeah, and that's how it goes. Photographers too.
No, that's true. Now, I felt the same way with one of my ex-girlfriends who got a personal trainer, but not because of some of the stuff y'all are saying. What I did not like is that he was trying to have a personal relationship with her.
Of course.
So it was like, they exchanged phone numbers, Instagrams, Facebook, Twitter, and I was like, y'all are texting each other.
And she was fucking fool, man, that whole time.
That's why it ended?
Her name was Deepa?
Yeah.
I don't know, but if I was to contact her now, I would be really, really interested in
knowing what took place.
What happened with you? Like, did you cheat with Buddy for real?
She ain't gonna tell you.
Like a friend.
Damn, girl, why this name Deepa? What's going on?
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. Yeah,
man,
like
bro, that's so.
Yeah.
It do be,
it be
like
that. Yeah, man. Ain't nothing good
like
about
that,
it.
Man.
I mean,
have you ever cheated on any of your exes, Mike?
Ooh.
Whoa, what the?
Exes, man, exes.
No, I have not. No, ex-girlfriends.
Everything is a race.
What's wrong with your eye?
But no, I'm crying because I would never do something like that, and I'm offended. I'm offended at the question.
Don't put on, man. It don't matter if they not the missus no more.
No, but ex-girlfriend, no, I never. Yes, I have. I have done that.
There you
before.
go.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
cheated on an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, it's going back.
It was just one of those. I don't know if it was cheating. It was like every summer we would break up.
I don't know if it was cheating.
Yeah,
What?
every summer.
He
yeah,
did the
every
D-Wade,
summer.
baby. In between, baby.
No, actually, I had no kids, with knock on wood that I know about. But every summer we would break up and then, so I don't know if that's cheating, but while we were together, I didn't cheat.
Why'd y'all break up every summer?
Cause it's a summer, nigga. What?
Hey, it was a hot girl summers.
Yeah, no, like you in college, like you can't be. We Memorial Weekend, like I can't be in a relationship.
It's already known. Summertime, we ain't together. I go back to Miami. You go back to wherever you're from, and then
she live in Broward, she live close by. But it's just one of those things where she probably wanted it too, like
He's not a cheater. That's the verdict.
There we go.
Hey, have you ever cheated before?
I'm not a part of this conversation, bro.
We're trying to do it right now.
I mean, you asked me something very specific, though.
In the past,
I'm not even a cheater like that, though. Like how
that.
Like how Ken said, like if we're together, I'm not gonna cheat on you. But like if I'm just like playing and you think we're in a relationship, that's not on me. That's on you. You got to clarify the relationship.
That's real.
Women do that a lot. Like they just assume. I guess they feel like, oh, he a dog ass nigga. He knew my intentions. He knew where my head was. Nah. I am not responsible for where your head is. Like you have to understand. Like if it's never said, it's never what it is.
I agree.
Thank you.
So you can't be in an implied relationship.
I don't even make sense to me.
I don't even know what that means.
No, you're by yourself now.
Tell us what that means.
I mean, okay, so this is what a lot of women state they have issues with.
You wine them and dine them, treat them like they your own.
Like wifey, she's doing wifey duties. And
I tell you to do it.
Did you tell her to do it? But you never stopped her to do it.
The thing is, I think with women, it's like you have to. The onus is on you. You have to ask for clarity. What are we doing here? And that's like a stereotype. Like, oh, so what are we? That's the stereotype that women say. But you have to get that. You could just say, what are we? If he give you a funny answer, that's exactly what you are. You funny. Y'all are funny. That's it. So then you should kind of move from there. Okay, I'm going to slow down.
I think Erykah Badu situationship.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, you in a situationship. And then so if you still expecting something more than what's being given to you, well, then I have no remorse for you. So no, I never cheated on none of my exes. Yeah, because we had the definition wasn't if we was there, I didn't cheat on you. If we was just then whatever, you probably cheat on me. I mean, and with that sense, like you're free to have sex with whoever you like, because you don't belong to me.
Fuck out of here.
Because you don't belong to me. Because we never established that we belong to each other. That's what I'm saying.
There's no real bond.
We didn't say nothing about that.
So when a dude checks a female like, damn, you talking to other niggas, man?
Oh, that's on
he's
him.
Insecure,
that's that dude.
No, but again, he's in an implied situation.
He's stupid then.
So, but it happens though. You have a lot of guys
who
checks a female like, damn, you talking to other niggas
and you
like
know what
that?
she do?
Stupid.
She show her homegirl the text and say he a sucker.
That's right. That's on
He
you.
a sucker.
I guess.
That's on you, man. That's nothing, and nothing anybody can do about that, and that's totally your fault. I mean, and with exes, it gets complicated too. Like even exes that you had a good relationship with, like you say, you never cheated on any, and they just ended. Like then, how does your relationship with them? Do you have one with any of them?
Me personally, nah.
I mean, not you personally. I'm just saying, just in general. Just is it your mindset to like, I'm gonna just cut them all off, or could I gain something from them?
I'll speak for myself on that one.
Okay.
For me, it's like there's only so much we could do if we were exes. Because once I move on to another relationship, it becomes awkward. We can't be best friends. Like we could stick it to Facebook or whatever. If I see you, we cool. But I'm not gonna maintain friendships with that person. We're not calling. I'm not going to your birthdays. I'm not, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Certain situations happen. Like one ex, her mother just passed. And that's terrible. And this is someone I haven't talked to since like 2011, 2012. But because I met her mother and that was we had an awesome time when I met her, I felt like I should at least say something because I see this on Facebook. Right. And it's like, dang, I'm liking other pictures. She can see me on her timeline. I should at least say something. But then, somebody might ask me, would you go to the funeral? And it's like,
I was just going to ask you that.
I don't know because we haven't actually seen each other or spoken to each other for that long. So it's like, do I need to go to that? Probably not, in that particular situation. But I can see a situation where you would go to an ex's funeral or an ex-family member's funeral.
While you're in a relationship right now? Could you go to an ex's funeral?
Depending on the relationship. So if it was somebody I had like a really long relationship with and we ended recently, I could see myself going, depending on how close I was with the ex or the ex's family member. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I get you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's.
I would agree totally with that. I mean, I've been in that situation before where an ex of mine had a family member that died that I was close to, and went to the funeral, and I had a girlfriend at the time, and we just had an understanding that it was not more or less about the ex, but about the respect for the family member and also just the entire situation as a whole. So I can agree with that. So now, if it's somebody like from years ago, man, fuck that, man. I don't.
Does it depend? Does it depend on your ex if they have a problem with it or not? Like, do you if you're a person today who you're with says I'm not comfortable with that?
It depends. That has to come with some discussion.
Yeah.
It's not just a no, you can't go, and I'm not going.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I had a similar situation to that where like the ex, the ex herself passed away. So when it was like, and we hadn't spoken in 2011, like you said, so that's about 9 years. It was last year, so it was like 8 years. So when that time came, it was like I do know that this person was valuable. Like we had a relationship that was lasted a long time. So then what do? Well, you gotta pay respect to that. My mom went.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like my sisters went. So if my wife was like, I don't want you to go, that'd be a conversation we would have to have. Why not?
Because is it that important to you to go to make your wife, I guess? Because this is a different scale when you talk about wife.
I mean, it's a difficult thing because it's like, what is the reason? Do you think I miss her? I wish she was still alive. What's the reason for you? Why don't you want me to go? Do you think like you think she's better than you? I wish I was with her instead. Like I'm not. Obviously.
And the reality of it is that she's dead.
All right.
Right. You know, right. Like how do you not pay respect to that?
So then there's really a bigger problem there with your wife then if she doesn't let you go. It's not even about the dead person. It's about the insecurity or whatever she thought you had
with her. And luckily, my wife is amazing.
Understood.
And she had no problem with it. It's like, yeah, of course, whatever. But I could see that happening. It's like, why would you? Imagine you had an ex-girlfriend who your wife didn't like, and then she passed away. Then how would that even?
Ooh. You know, she didn't like
that she knew of, didn't like, and then she passed away. But you felt like, well, we was whatever. That person knew my mom or whatever.
If my ex had an ex that passed away,
sorry, no. If you had an ex and your wife knew, or your girlfriend wife knew, didn't like this woman,
right,
and this person passes away.
It just depends. Was she a problem? I mean, it just depends on why.
Why don't you like her?
Right. Was she a problem in the beginning of our relationship, and now she's gone, and you're happy? You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, it's a lot of particulars.
It's tough. It's just tough, man. But
I mean, even with exes, though, I feel like I know we're talking about relationship with exes. The thing about exes is that I've spent maybe 3 or 5 years, or just saying 3 years with you. You're the closest person to me. I mean, we woke up every morning and spoke to each other, and I loved you just like I loved my own family, maybe even more at times. And even after we break up, I think it's kind of hard to just stop being friends. Because you don't have that many people that's close to you, and this person has been there, was your everything for 3 years, and that close to you. I think it's hard.
Or another thing, it's hard to not have love for that person.
Right.
Like out of every ex I have, there's one person in particular. God forbid, if they passed anytime soon from now, I would feel like, man, because I have this level of love for her, not being in love with her, not having a friendship with her. If her family asked me to come to the funeral or invited me to the funeral, I would probably go to her funeral.
And I think that was the point. The question I was trying to ask was like, say the level of love you have for her, like you said, is really real, and your new lady who didn't know this person at all was like, I'm not comfortable with you going to your ex's thing, but you know the passion, not passion, but the love you have for this person, you're gonna be like, hey, I'm going.
So for me, we're gonna have a conversation, and if after having a conversation, if I feel like I've been able to articulate reasonably to her and she's been able to articulate reasonably to me, then like Tony said, I have to value it out, weigh out the value, and then make a decision.
You ever had a reasonable conversation with the woman? I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Given the hypothetical, you know, and the person who I was thinking about, I'd probably still go because it's the love I had for that person.
You gotta respect it.
Gotta respect that and respect the family for even asking me to come. Now, I'm not one of those people that just feels like somebody passed away, I just have to be at that.
I gotta be there.
Somebody's funeral just to show face. No, I'm not that type of person.
So switching it around, do you allow your wife or girlfriend to go to a funeral?
It's all the same thing.
Yeah,
we
for sure.
have to have a discussion about it.
Oh,
Now for you, it's different.
Oh Lord,
that's crazy.
He goes a better question. You go to the funeral of your significant other's girlfriend or your wife's ex.
Yeah,
like go with them,
and she's crying over the guy. So that's the thing. Have you ever been? Well,
but crying is people cry at funerals just because it's a dead body.
Okay,
so just because it's like grief.
She found out he died. Let's just say the funeral's 2 weeks from now, but she found out he died. She's crying, and maybe for an entire week she's crying.
Oh, that's not okay.
That's wild, bro. You know that's wild because sometimes it could be just grief. It's not that they like. With what Junior said, it's not about like.
I mean, if she had the funeral, if she had the funeral, she's like, "Why, Lord? Why him?" I'm like, wait a minute,
that's crazy.
Tip that fucking casket.
I'm right here, man.
I've been in that situation before, and it was weird. It was awkward.
Crying?
Yeah.
Like you crying for an ex, like
trying to jump in the casket.
Now that's crazy. You try to jump in the casket, you finna walk home.
No, you're gonna stay in the
casket.
Yeah,
you and him.
You would be better with him.
Yeah. Nah, that's crazy.
That's real
nah,
crazy.
but if it was my lady, you wanna, whatever.
Like, don't embarrass me, man.
Yeah, I mean, with that. Exes is difficult. Like I even think about like just even less morbid than death. Like when you cut off an ex, do you cut off their family? I feel like maybe not.
I think you have to, in most cases, because then if you have, how can I put it?
Those relationships you build
with the people.
I know,
like you call like her brother. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like
but it becomes awkward at some point. You know when the mother-in-law or the ex's mom is calling on a regular basis. Hey, how you doing? Come by over here. You know, come over to the house. We're gonna be having Sunday dinner.
That we not doing. We not doing.
Yeah.
That shit's awkward.
My mom is not calling no exes to come over to the crib.
But it happens a lot in relationships.
It does happen. That's true.
And
a lot
for people who do that. And
that's crazy.
Maybe it's just me. I'm having a conversation with my mom. Like, look, this is what we not doing this. You can't put me in this situation, Mom. Like, whatever you had with her, if you want to talk to her, fine. But to invite her to our family function, like she's still a part of us. Nah, that's.
Are you okay for them to go out together?
Your mom and
has nothing to do with you.
I'm not, but I'm not gonna tell her not to do it. Just don't invite her to our space, is what I'm saying. Because y'all not friends like that.
You don't think that's disrespectful to your new girl?
To ask mom what?
For your mom to be hanging out with the ex?
I wouldn't want her. I wouldn't want her to.
It's kind of weird. And I was actually in that situation.
Damn, this is
no. You know what's funny? I did a lot of dating in my days, but with an ex of mine, I had a situation where my only brother was getting married, and she told me straight up, like, I'm coming to the wedding. Like, yo, the fuck you just told me?
First, the weddings are crazy.
Oh, I'm coming to the wedding. Like, your family wants me there,
and she deserves it.
And she deserves to be there. And I'm like, how? Why? But she felt entitled. She felt like, well, I'm still cool with your sister.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
You know, she said I can come. And I'm like, but it's my brother's wedding. And he don't give a fuck about you.
Oh.
And so she just kept telling me disrespectfully that, oh, I'm coming.
Was she invited by your brother though?
Yeah.
She was when we were together. So when we were together, she was invited.
So she was just your plus one.
Pretty much. And,
so
after, you know, we broke up and went our separate ways, she had me uninvited to her cousin's wedding and saying, oh, I don't want him to come to the wedding. But I know her cousin for 16 years. So then what happened is now that, you know.
Did you go?
I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't go?
Because I wasn't going to. Listen, it's an American wedding. You know, this shit don't compare to Nigerian wedding. Man, I wasn't going to miss shit. They're going to do this shit in the banquet hall. I ain't give a fuck. God. But the reality of it is that, you know, she felt entitled to think that she was still going to come to my brother's wedding after I told her she can't come. So after about a month and a half of going through that, I had my brother reach out to her, and he's like, yo, and, you know, John real cold. He don't give a fuck. He's like, yo, I don't know what the fuck you think you got going on with my sister, but if Mike told you can't come, stay your ass at home. If you come, I have you escorted out, And it was a big thing. She eventually cried about it,
but you don't think like her trying to make that step is an effort towards being back with you?
Hell no, she didn't like me. She ain't care for me.
I don't think so. For a woman to put herself outside that zone and still come around your whole, this is your whole family.
But you got to understand.
Did she go to the wedding?
No, she did not.
But she was willing to come in that situation, while knowing that she's not wanted.
But
that's tough.
You can't disrespect me to do that, dude. If we're having, first of all, she uninvited me to her cousin's wedding. She told me, "Oh, I don't want you to come to the wedding."
That's a woman moves. They petty, though. That's what they do. They feel some type of way. They gonna move the same way they think you're moving.
Look, if you're my plus one first. And I tell you you can't come, you can't.
That's
come.
it.
Yeah, you don't got no plan.
You can't come around me
you
other way. You're not gonna go to my brother, my mom. There's nobody you can go to.
Vice versa, like you was her plus one for her, so she said, "Nigga, you ain't going." Then, all right,
and I said, "Okay." I wasn't missing anything.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, I won't say that she wanted to be back with me. I think she wanted to experience what it was to be involved in a Nigerian engagement.
Oh. Yeah.
You know, like, even when I post, you know, on my Instagram, you know, the Nigerian engagement, whether it's Mike's wedding, my wedding, your wedding, I may get 40 DMs about people telling me, "Hey, can you invite me to the next one? Can I go with you? Can I be your plus one the next time?" So I don't think that it was more that she wanted to be with me. I think she just wanted to be able to experience it. She wanted something to post on Instagram. You know, we faked the funk for a long time. I just got tired of doing that. So
she was using you to get the culture.
I think so.
It'd be like that. So, hey.
I had a married woman tell me, "Can I be your plus one to the next Nigerian engagement?" Because they see it and they see all the.
You are shameless. You do a woman.
And she was married though.
Basta.
Yeah,
that's who it was.
Yeah, so you know,
awful. That's trash.
That's bullshit.
Trash.
But yeah, but that's.
I always thought about like with exes. Like, sorry, not to cut you off, but like, say like you know how you have like godchildren, right? Like, okay, say you got a kid. Like I picked let's say the dad, the goddad. You picked somebody from your side, my side. Mm-hmm. Like I've always thought, like if we no longer together, I want you to know, like whoever you picked is like.
It's gone.
Yeah,
null and void.
They're disavowed. You know what I mean? Like, so they're no longer the godmom. Like, we have to reset it.
But if you guys have children together?
Yeah. That's what I've always thought. Like, no, it's gonna reset. So now they don't got nobody.
Nah.
That's how I see it.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Like that's how I see it. It's like now that we're not together, our bond is not. God not in our life no more.
Wow.
You know, in our marriage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So it cancels out. That's what I'm trying to say. That's how I've always thought about that.
And I'm telling you, bro, you're going to have a hard time trying to pull that one off.
No, I'm saying whoever you pick, whoever I pick, they're both gone.
Why?
Nah.
Because
you made your own decision based on your own knowledge of the person and the individual.
Yeah, we got a divorce. So
how does that null and void the entire?
God is not a part of us anymore.
So God is gone.
So God and God child.
Huh? Right. That's it.
No.
Yes.
What the fuck is a God parent anyway? It's
a
don't even matter.
No, in the absence of.
I got a brother and a sister.
Those are my mom. My dad,
come on, man. That's just trash.
Okay, well,
it's all for presents down the line.
That's all.
So keep
no. It's like you know what I mean. Like you
assume the responsibility of the child.
So what's the significance of you taking it away?
Because we're not together.
All right, but what's the significance? But why? Tell me why it means something to you to take that away.
Because we couldn't figure out how to make this marriage work. So we don't have to put like, oh, let's agree to have this person, that person. Like it resets.
Oh no.
So then you have an orphan, then if you die.
No. Or if I mean, no. You go with they be with you.
Who chooses that?
Who chooses to be? Huh?
No, like if you and your ex-wife die now, the child is an
orphan. We both dead.
God
damn.
That's the only way it works.
No, I thought like if we separated, then God, child.
No,
nah, bro.
God isn't with the child because y'all separated.
No, not. Hey, you right.
God leave the place.
I haven't thought about it through.
You didn't think it through.
I just thought like we reset. Maybe we could pick somebody else.
Nah.
No, just let it be.
They pick the judge. The judge.
Fuck out
the judge who divorced us could do it.
Or what would Zaya do? Because she's the leader of the new school.
Shout out Zaya, man.
Shout out Zaya, man. Anyways, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think it's been a good one.
Yep. What you think?
Yeah, man. This was a Shameless Ghost podcast. This is Mike.
This is Big Mike.
Nah, it's only one and only, man.
And it's your boy, Kenny Ken.